Hi, Jagadeesh.
Yeah,
Good
Srikant.
morning.
Good morning, Srikant.
Okay, Jagadeesh, go through your topic.
Yeah, Srikant. So I'm going to explain in the creation of application. So I'm going to navigate first in the activity guide. So in the activity guide, so in this practice, we will perform the following task: running the setup of feature and adding the new feature using the enable features. So in this feature, we will build the Fccs application. So we have the EPM Cloud URL login credentials. So log in the EPM Cloud by using the username and password. So let me go to the application. So in this application, so after entering the username and password, we will land in this page. In this page, you have create a new application or you can migrate the application. So I'm going to create the new application. So I'm going to click start to create the new application. So after this, you are landing on general page. So in this general page, we have to give the name and description. These are the required fields. So name should not be less than 8 characters. So you can give the name by using the Fccs application. So let me go to the activity guide. So in this activity guide, so the name is the Fccs. So the description is the financial consolidation and close business process. So let me give the in the application. So application name is the Fccs. The description is financial close and financial consolidation and close business process. So after giving this, click on next. So in this, we are landing on the time period. You are landing on the detail page. In this detail page, you should give the time period and whatever you guess. So based on the time period, so we'll create the year and period dimension with the members. So let me go to the financial. So in this detail page, provide the following details: number of months, start and end year, first month of the fiscal year. So main currency, multi-currency enabled. So you must provide this. So I'm going to provide the number of months is 12 months. So if you select the 12 months, so the period dimension will be the displayed as Jan, Feb, March like that. If you select the 12 months, so the period dimension will be the P1, P2. What you give in the prefix P, so it will be P1, P2, P3. If you give the that like to be A1, A2, A3. So if you enable the 12 months, the distributions also enabled. You must provide the prefix and distribution. So you can select the distribution, you can select the prefix. So I'm in this activity guide, you said to select 12 months. So I'm going to select the 12 months. So after that, in the activity guide, start year and end year is 2020 to 2029. So I'm going to select the start year is 2020. So end year is the 2029. So go to the activity guide. So the first month of the fiscal year is the January. So let me select the January. So select the January. So in this, so the main currency is the USD. So I'm going to select the main currency is the USD. So already there, the USD is selected. So the multi-currency is the enabled. So I'm going to enable the multi-currency. Click as to enable the multi-currency. After this, click on next. So we are landing in the future phase. So balance sheet. So you should go balance sheet hierarchy. So if you select balance sheet is nothing but it will create the hierarchy for the in the account dimension. If you select the traditional balance sheet, so it will select the net asset approach and liabilities account. So let me check the activity guide. So in this activity guide, so first you should enable the consolidation. So go to OPM Cloud. So consolidation you should enable. If you enable the consolidation related features are enabled in this Fccs application. So after that, go, go to the activity guide. So the balance sheet hierarchy. So it will be a traditional balance sheet approach. So let me check. Go to the. So I'm going to select the traditional balance sheet approach. If this option is provided, it's the account hierarchy with total asset as a parent member and total liability and equity as a separate parent member. So the aggregation of these two parent members should be 0, which means that total asset equals to total liabilities and equity. So after that, you should select the multi-gap. Go to the activity guide. So the next one is the journal adjustment as with workflow. So journal adjustment is nothing but you can post the journals at any parent level. So as with workflow means uh, you can after creating the journal adjustment you post the journals. So I'm going to check the as with workflow. So you should enable the as with workflow. So the journal adjustment will be created in the FCCS application. So after that, multi-gap, you should select the as with manual adjustment. So multi-gap is nothing but gap means generally accepted accounting principle. So I'm going to select the as with manual adjustment. If you want to, every country has it has own principles. So uh, if you want to follow that principles in this application, you should enable the as with workflow, as with manual adjustment or as with calculated adjustment. So in this case, I am going to as with manual adjustment. So let me go to the activity guide. So in this activity guide, I'm going to select the intercompany data as with tracking. Let me go to enable the as with tracking. So I'm going to select as with tracking. So intercompany data is nothing but if your transaction is happened within the company, so it will be the intercompany transaction. So I'm going to select the as with tracking. Let me go to the activity guide. So intercompany entity aggregation is addition. Let me go to enable the addition option. So intercompany entity aggregation is the addition. I'm going to select the addition. So let me go to the activity guide. So the CTA account is the balance sheet. So the CTA account is the balance sheet already activated. So let me go to the include ratio calculations. These are the liquidity ratio, asset management ratio, profitability ratio, and leverage ratio. You should enable these four options. Let me go to the application. So you should enable the liquidity ratio, asset management ratio, profitability ratio, and leverage ratio. So let me go to the activity guide. So in this ownership management is no and custom dimension is the product. So go to the application. So ownership management is the no. So custom you can create the maximum 4 custom dimensions. So I'm going to select one is the product dimension. Product. This is the custom dimension. No members will be created in this members in this dimension. So I'm giving the product as the custom dimension. Let me go to the application. So after that, you give the translated, you enable the translated currency input and parent input and contribution input and supplemental data collection. So these are 4 options you should enable in the application. Let me go to the application. So I'm going to enable the translated currency input and parent input and contribution input and also supplemental data collection. So if you enable the supplemental data connection, so the supplemental related features will be available in the FCCS application. So after that, click on next to we are landing in the review phase. In this page, you can review the what you selected the previous slides. So I'm review these slides. After that, click on create. Go to the activity guide. So in this guide, I'm going to select these options. So after that, so click create to start the application creation status. Application will create within the 10 to 15 minutes. Let me create. So click on create. So application creation has been initiated. Please wait for the completion status. So let me wait for the application creation. So it will take application will be created within the 10 to 15 minutes. So let me wait for the So now the application creation was successful. So click OK to let we're landing on the home page. So this is the home page look like. So let me go to the activity guide. So in this practice 2-2, so adding new features using the enable features. So in this overview, so we'll add new features using the Fccs configuration wizard. So task is logging the Fccs application username and admin and password is the IPM demos. So I'm already logged into the Fccs application. Is the home page. So click on application cluster and then select configuration card. So on the configuration page, click enable features. Let me go to the application. So click on application cluster, then configuration card. So in this, there is a enablement feature button. Click on enable features button. So the pop-up window will be opened. Now let me go to the activity guide. So in this activity guide, then select the ownership management and equity pickup and partner elimination. So then click enable the selected features. So we will receive the following message once process is completed. The consultation functionality selected successfully enabled. Before you can use this feature, sign out and sign in that again. The process will take few minutes after the clicking enable. So sign out and sign in the enable features. Let me go to the application. So I'm going to enable the features ownership management and equity pickup and partner elimination. So let me enable the feature. The features will be chosen enabled. Do you wish to continue? Yes. Click S to continue. So it will also take a few minutes. So let me wait for the result. So the consultation functionality that you select has been enabled before you can feature sign out and sign in again. So the feature is enabled in this application. If you want to see the feature in application, you must sign out and sign in. So if you want to sign out, go to the username, the right side of the corner, click on the username and click on sign out. Yes, so click OK to sign out. So now the user you must enter the username and password. So I'm going to log in. So let me go to the activity guide. So go to the next page, the practice lesson 3. So in this lesson, log in the Fccs application. Open the Fccs application, navigate the predefined dimensions, forms, rules, and value intersections, manage periods in the Fccs application, create a custom navigation flow and testing. So in this practice, we will log the FCCS. I'm already logged into the FCCS application. Go to the next page. In this practice, we will navigate the FCCS application settings. Click on application after logging in. So click at overview, view the application information. Click the dimension tab to view the dimension details. So go to the application, click on application cluster, click on overview tab. So here the click on dimensions. So here these are the dimensions. While creating the application, the dimensions also created. So let me go to the activity guide. So click actions to view the different actions available in this application. So go to the application. So click on actions. So these are the options. You can import the data, we can export the data, we can copy the data, we can clear the data, we can validate metadata. So we can refresh the database, we can remove the application, we can save the job in inbox and outbox explorer. So let me go to the application, click on navigator icon and select user preference under tools, export the options in the following categories. So let me go to the application. In the application, click on navigator. So in this under the application, so user preferences. So let me go to the user preference under the tools cluster. There is the user preference card. Click on user preference. So in this page, we have some general information like time zone. We can select the time zone. So I'm selecting time zone as Indian time zone, that is Kolkata, Indian Standard Time. So you can select the language, you can set the profile, you can take the alias settings. So you can, after giving this information, you can click on save. So coming to the display information, so we can give the display information to how the information will be displayed in the application. So like page options, after options, number formatting. So the number formatting, in this number formatting, you can give the thousand separator, decimal separator, navigate inside navigator icon. You can give the like that. After give this icon, you click on save. So then the notifications icon. So in this notification, if you give them email ID, so if you select anyone, you can select three. If you select anyone, so it will be notified to your email address. So likewise, you can give the email ID and you can select the any one of the application. After that, click on save to, you can give. So head of options, it will be useful in the Excel sheet. So it will, if you want to include the selection, if you want to include the selection, then you should enable this option. You can also suppress the data in the columns and rows. You can suppress the missing data, you can suppress the invalid data by using the suppression section. You can precision. If you want to add the any other currency members, then go to the precision. So if you want to replace the data, then you should enable this option. So then the go to user variable. So in this user variable, you can create the user variable. After you give the user variables, you can select which you want to select the member. Then you should select in this user variable section. So you can create the reports, and if you want to print the reports, then you can select which type of format you can print the uh, paper, like paper size, like layout. You can give the information like that. After that, click on save. Then go to the, so the click on navigator, select the service under the application, review the status. So go to the application and Go to the application. So it will be logged out. So let me so under the navigator icon. So in this navigator icon, select service under the application. So go to the so under the navigator. So under the application, there is a service card. Click on service card. So here the some services are activated while the creating the application wizard. So here it is the services fetching the data. So you can give the email notification, process supplemental data form, system maintenance, task updates. We can run by clicking on action. You can run now and you can restart the email notifications by using the actions menu. Let me go to the activity guide. Click on go to the next page. So in this page, click on navigator, select the dimension under the create and manage menu, select account dimension, predefined in balance sheet. So in the FCCS balance sheet, in the balance sheet by period form, then click on close to the form. So first let me go to the navigator. So in this navigator, there is a dimensions under the create and manage menu. Click on dimensions. So initially account dimension will be opened, and also the some of the predefined members dimensions will be created while creating the application. So let me expand the MCCS balance sheet. So traditional balance sheet. So here it is the some members under the total assets and some members under the total liabilities and equity. So here the hierarchy will be created under the account dimensions while creating the application. So let me go to the home icon and select the data form. So under the FCCS balance sheet, open the FCCS balance sheet by period form, then close the form. So let me go to the application, go to the navigator icon, open the data card. So after open the data card, here it is the some predefined forms. So expand the FCCS balance sheet. So in this balance sheet folder, there are some predefined forms. So open the FCCS balance sheet by period. So the balance sheet form will be opened. So it open like that. So if you want to add any column or rows, you can add this in this balance sheet. So after that, go to the activity guide. So click on close the form, then click on home icon and select the rules. Then click the launch and consolidation rules. So go to the FCCS application. So let me go to the rules card. Click on navigator icon under the rules card. In the rules card, there are some predefined business rules are there. So if you want to consolidate, click the consolidation rule will be, if you want to run the consolidation, click on launch the consolidation. So here you can select the entity and select the scenario like actual forecasted budget, enter the period, enter the year. After that, click on launch to launch the business rule. Now I'm going to cancel this one. So go to the activity guide. So now the home icon and select the valid intersection under the application cluster. So let me go to the name starting with FCCS underscore val intersection page or predefined. Click on the any val intersection to view the details. So let me go to the application. So click on home page. under the application cluster, click on application cluster. Here it is the val intersection rule. So these are the predefined val intersection rule if you want to use. So these are the predefined, you can't disable it. So I'm going to FCCS underscore. If you want to start with FCCS underscore, these are the predefined val intersection rules. Click on any one. So you the movement and account. This is the movement dimension. This is the account dimension. So click on cancel. So go to the activity guide. So click on next. In this practice, we will learn the manage periods in the FCCS application. Click home icon, select the manage periods under the application cluster. So verify scenario accident, select year as 2020. So note in order to change the scenario and year, select dimension, change the members, then click on go icon. Click the actions icon and the end of the Jan row. Select the open. Now the status Jan will be changed to opened. So let me go to the home icon. Here it is the click on manage periods under the application cluster. Manage periods. So I want to open the January period. So I'm going to select the scenario as actual and year as the 2020. So I'm going to pure selection is the scenario as actual and year as the FY20. So I'm going to open the in the year 20. I'm going to open the January period. So then click on go and click the action and icon at the end of the Jan row. So click on open. Select the open to now status Jan will be opened. So after selecting this, click on go. I'm going to open the status as if you want to open, click on action to open the status as the now the Jan period is opened. So now go to the custom navigation flow. You have the login to admin user ID password, then click on home icon, select the tools cluster, enter the selection the navigation flow. So let me go to the application, go to the home page under the tools cluster. So click on navigation flow. Click on navigation flow. The default one is already created by the creation of existing application. So let me go to the activity guide. So in this, click action and select the create copy and create copy by default navigation flow. So now let me go to the application. Click on care button. So create copy for this. So I'm created. I'm going to give the name as what is there in the application. Custom Navigator Oracle 001. So I'm going to give name Custom Navigator Oracle 001. After that, click OK to create the navigation flow. So after that, go to the activity guide. So in this new navigation flow, remove the task and dashboard and infolet by clicking the remove icon. Then click S in the dialog box that appears. So let me go to the application. So after creating, click on the name to open the navigation flow. So I'm going to remove the tasks by clicking on the remove icon. Click S to remove the task card and also remove the dashboard. Click on remove icon to remove the dashboard. So and also the infolets. Now click OK. So let me go to the activity guide. So this now assign the navigation flow to any user groups. Click magnify and say icon beside the assign to box. Select the service administrator group and then click OK. Then click save and close. Select inactive to make a navigation flow is active. So let me go to the application. So after that, there is a assign to option. So click on navigator icon to select the system administrator and click OK. So after that, click save and close. So after that, click on active to activate the navigation flow. So after activating, let me check the activity guide. So now log out and log into the application. You will notice the task and dashboard infolet user clusters do not appear in the home page anymore. So let me go to the application. So I'm going to log out sign out. Click OK to sign out with this application. So I'm going to sign in again. Click OK. So the dashboard in this, the dashboard and task and infolette cards will be disappear. So let me go to the application. So I'm going to repeat this 1 to 13 step, the name and navigation flow as the custom navigation to remove the task and navigation, remove the task from the navigation flow and assign to power user. So log out and log in as the admin. You can now the switch between the click navigation flow and click selecting the flow. Set default navigation flow active and set custom navigation to inactive. And so let me go to the create the one more navigation flow in the application. Go to the application. So under the tools cluster, so click on navigation flow. So create one more. So by create one more, click on gear icon to copy, create copy. So give the name custom navigator Oracle 002. Click OK. So let me open this one. So I'm going to remove the task. So I'm going to remove the academy in this. So click remove, click OK. So click assign the power user. I'm going to assign the power user. Click OK. Now it will be assigned to the power user. Click save and close. So and click inactive and click on the inactive button. So if you click on the inactive button, it will be activated. Now let me sign out this application. Click OK to sign out. Now I'm going to log in again. So the academy card will be removed. So let me go to the navigation flow. Click on navigation flow. Click. Click on navigation flow. So I'm going to select the default one. So now I'm going to inactive the what you created in previously navigation flows. So in what you said in the activity guide. So it will be the set default navigation flow is active and the system and set custom navigation 1 and custom navigation 2 is inactive. So let me go to the application. So go to the another tools cluster, navigation flow will be open. So open the navigation flow. So I'm going to inactive by clicking on the active menu. So it will be inactive and also I'm going to inactive the custom navigation too. So now let me go to the flow and log out and log in as the admin. So I'm going to log in and log out and log in. So click on the username and click on sign out. Click as to sign out. So now I'm going to log in again. Click OK to log in. So go to the activity guide. So I'm going to explain the practice lesson 4. So in this practice, so adding accounts and entities, adding members to the movement dimension and adding currencies. So in this practice, we will learn add the account entity dimension member. So log into the EPM cloud and admin and password is EPM cloud. So I am already logged into the EPM cloud application. So to add account dimension member, click navigator and click on dimensions. Create a manage menu. So I'm going to go to the application. So under the navigator icon, so click under the create and manage menu, there is a dimension icon. Click on dimension. So now go to the activity guide. So in this activity, select the account dimension, expand the FCCS balance sheet and expand the FCCS total balance sheet traditional approach and expand the FCCS total assets and select the FCCS current assets account. So let me go to the application. So expand the FCCS balance sheet. So expand the balance sheet traditional approach. So under the expand the total assets. So expand the current assets. So let me go to the activity guide. So in this FCCS current account, Now I'm click add child to select the FCCS current assets and to click add child to add the child. The child so child name is the investments. The alias also investments. So go to the application. So select the current assets as and now click add child to add the current assets. So I'm going to add child is the investments and also alias also investments. After give the name, click on save. So this member will be added under the current assets, FCCS underscore current assets. So let me check this will be added or not. So the FCCS currents under the investments will be added. So let me go to the activity guide. After adding this, now under the investments account member add child account selecting investments and then click add child. So now I'm going to add the child under the investments. So give the name investment current alias as investment current and data storage never save. So let me go to the application. Click add child for the investments. Click on add child. So let me go to the activity guide. The name is the investments hyphen current. Investments hyphen current. The alias also save investments current. So let me go to the activity guide. After that, the data storage will be the never save. Then click on save. The data storage will be the never save. Select the drop down list under the never save. After that, click on save. So under the investments, there is the investment current will be created under the investment member. So then two more child's accounts under the investment account, which is the following details. So I'm going to add the two more childs under the investments. One is the collective investment fund and one the corporate bond, corporate bonds. The data storage will be the never zero only. So I'm going to create one more collective investment fund. So I'm going to investment, select the investment, click on add child. The name will be collective. So collective investment fund. The alias is the collective investment funds. So the data storage will be the never save. After that, click on save. So let me go to the application. So that another is the corporate bonds. Let me create the another child for the investment. Click on add child under the investments. Click add child. So I'm going to create the corporate bonds. So alias is the corporate bonds. So the data storage is the never save. Click save. So that three childs are created under the investment member. Then now go to the application. So after creating, now select the entity dimension. So from the drop down list, select the FCCS total geography and click add child. Go to the application, select the dimension entity. So under the total geography, expand the total geography. You should create the add child for the total geography. Click on add child. So let me go to the application. So let me go to the activity guide. Under the FCCS total group, click add child. So give name as segments and alias is the segments and base currency is the USD. Then click on save. So go to the application. So give the name as segments. So alias is also same segments. So the base currency also select the USD already there. So click on save. So under the total geography, under the FCCS underscore total geography, there will be child created under the total geography. So that is the segments. So after that, similarly add child under the segment dimension. Give name as EN01 alias is also EN01, base currency is a USD, then click on save. Go to the application. So I'm going to create the EN01 under the segments, click on add cell. The name is the EN01. The alias also give the EN01. So the base currency is the USD. After that, click on save. So EN01 is the created successfully. After go to the application. So in the activity get. So now under the EN0 entity, add two more child's entities for the following details. So I'm going to add the EN01 underscore 05 and also EN01 underscore 06. So I'm going to let me go to the application. I'm going to create the EN01 under. I'm going to create under the EN01. Let me add child under the EN01. I'm going to create and give name as EN01 underscore 05. So alias also say give the EN01 underscore 05. The name is underscore New York. So after that, select the base currency is the USD. After give this, select click on save to save the number. And also I'm going to create the one more child for the EN01. Click add child. EN01 underscore 06. The alias is also EN01 underscore 06. So the underscore Boston. After that, select the base currency is USD. After that, click on save. So the entities are created successfully under the EN01. So let me go to the activity gate. So after that, make sure hierarchy looks like, so the hierarchy will be created under the entities. Let me go to the next activity gate. So in this practice, we will add the members to the movement dimension. So let me go to the movement dimension. On this let me go to the application, select the movement dimension. So movement dimension will be selected. So now select the search for the FCCS movement subtotal in the search box, then click search down. So let me search for the FCCS underscore movement subtotal. So if you want to search, give the name in this FCCS underscore movements subtotal. Search down, click on search down. So the movement subtotal will be appear here. Then go to the activity guide. So select FCCS movement subtotal and click on add set. So now give the name as movement underscore balance sheet and alias is changes in balance sheet. Then click on save. Go to click on add cell for this. Click add cell. The name is that. Let me go to the activity gate. So movements underscore balance sheet. Movements balance sheet. The alias is changes in balance sheet. Changes in balance sheet. So after that, click on save. So let me check once. So the data storage also never set. After that, click on save. So under the movement subtotal, there will be a balance sheet hierarchy will be created. So let me go to the activity guide. After that, click next. So go to the dimension space, select the currency dimension, and from the drop down list, select the currency. So let me go to the application. Let me open the currency dimension. So I'm opening currency dimension. So in this currency dimension, I'm going to create the dimension under the input currency. So so in this, select UR and select save, and UR will be added in the hierarchy. Similarly, add AUD, GBP, and INR. So let me go to the application, select the UR and save. So I'm going to click on USD and click on add currency. So select the UR So the UR will be there here. After that, click save to create the UR currency in the current under the input currencies. So the UR will be created like that. Like that, you can create AUD, GBP, and INR. Go to the application, select the USD, click add AUD. I'm going to select the AUD, click save. So AUD will be created under the input currencies. So let me create one more currency, the GBP. Let me click USD and click add. So select GBP. Select GBP and click on save. So now I'm going to create one more thing, that is the INR, Indian currency. Click on current, expand the currency, expand the input currency, click on USD, click add to add currency. Let me go to the INR. So select the INR, click on save. So the currencies will be created under the input currencies. So let me go to the activity guide. So let me go to the lesson number 5, importing and exporting numbers. So let's log into the EVM cloud. Password with EVM demos. On the home page, click on application, click on overview, click on dimensions tab, and click on export. Now on the export metadata page, the click create, select the target location as local, and export the file to your system. Let me go to the application. So go to the home page. So go to the application cluster, open the overview. Here is the go to the dimensions tab. Click on dimensions tab. Now open the dimensions. So here you can export the dimensions. If you want to export the dimension, click on export. Now the export metadata page will be appear. In this you can create by using create button. Click on create. I'm going to export account dimension and entity dimension from the following of activity guide. So let me go to the application, click on next. So in this export data, select the account and entity dimensions to do export. So the file type will be the comma delimited and click on export to save the file locally. Close the export metadata page. Go to the, I'm going to select the location as local, which means that it will be it will be saved in the local machine. I'm going to select the account and entity dimension. After that, click on export. File type has been comma delimited. The export file will be downloaded in the local machine. So now close this one, export metadata. So close export metadata. Now let me go to the activity guide. So in this activity guide, let me, so after that, extract the export metadata zip file and open the admin export metadata account CSV file and freeze the top row of the file from the view tab. Now go to the last row of the file and enter the validate and following details in the new row. So let me open this one. So I'm going to export, I'm going to extract this file. So extract one. So I'm going to import metadata, open the account file. So let me check the activity guide. After open the account file, freeze the top row of the file from the view tab. Go to the Excel file. So I'm going to freeze this row by using the view tab. Click on view. So let me check. So go to the view tab. So I'm going to freeze the row. So freeze the top row. So this row will be freezed. So let me expand this. Let me expand this. So go to the activity guide. So now enter the validate the following details. Okay. Now go to the last row of the file and enter the validate the following details. Go to the last row and click add the account total account. So go to the last row. This is the total account is the total underscore account. So the parent is the account. Let me go to the so the alias is the total account. The alias is the total account. So the valid for consolidation is the false. The consolidation. The data storage type is that store. And let me go to the open. So valid for consolidation is false. Data storage is store. Data type is currency. Description formula and EADA. Let me check. So valid for consolidation is false. Let me check. Valid for consolidation is false. And let me check another. The data type is currency and hierarchy type is dynamic. Hierarchy type is dynamic. Data type is that. Let me go to the data type is dynamic. Data type is that currency. Then the hierarchy type is dynamic and account type is revenue. Let me check where is the account type. So here it is the account type. Account type is the revenue. Revenue. So here it is the skip value none. Time balance is balance. Variance reporting is non-expense. Source plan type is console. Plan type is true. So time balance is balance. I go to the next one. Skip value is none. None is the next one is that. Let me check the activity guide and so the plan type is true. The aggregation is plus. The data storage is never share. So let me go to the Excel file. The source, the plan type is none. The aggregation is that plus. The data store is never share. So now go to the activity guide. So let's go to the next page. So in this page, keep remaining details as click and save as. The save file as import file.csv. Go to the file, click on file save as. So this is the comma delimit. Select the comma delimited file. So the file file is the import file. Click on save. Let me create under the folder import. Click OK. I'm going to save this in this file. Click OK. import file, click save. So import file, click one, click save. Now it will be saved. So let me go to the activity guide. So import that. Let me go to the activity guide. So now go to import metadata. Let me go to the application. Go to the application. So here it is, the import data. Click on import. So click on create. So I'm selecting, now go to the activity guide. So in this you can select, click import, click OK without checking refresh database, click OK and close the all dialog box, click jobs to check the import successful or not. Let me check. So I'm going to select the account which you created previously. So I'm going to select import metadata. So import file. So I'm taking as file type as comma delimited. The location is a local. So after that, click import. Don't uncheck the database and click OK. The import file job was successful. So let me check the job was successfully imported or not. Go to the application. Let me close this one. Let me close. So here is the job card. Click on job card. So here the import metadata will be imported successfully. Let me go to the activity guide. So in this, so from the navigator, click dimension under the create and manage menu. Check that the total account dimension was created successfully or not. Let me check. Go to the application. So go to the navigator icon. So under the create and manage menu, there is a form. There is a dimensions card. Click on dimensions. Here the account will be opened. The total account will be created under the account dimensions. What you imported with the using the Excel file. So let me go to. So now import another account and entity dimension file available in our labs folder. Similarly manner file account the underscore import CSV and file name is entity import CSV. Select refresh data fit if we import data is successful while importing. So then click OK. Check job status and note that importing all files mentioned in the lab. Let me go to the application. So let me go to the overview. Under the application, click on overview. So click on dimensions. So let me import data from the lab. So I'm already created the lab folder. So let me create. So I'm going to import account dimension, entity dimension. Click on choose file as account. So I'm already there the lab folder in this. So account metadata account. So entity metadata entity. Click entity. So metadata entity. So after that, click import. So enable the refresh database checkbox. After that, click OK. Click OK. Now metadata job submitted successfully. Click OK. Now close this one and let me check in the job section. The job was successfully completed or not. Go to the jobs. So the import metadata is completed. So let me go to the financial. Oh, let me go to the activity guide. So that's all from my side, Srikanth.
Yeah, thank you, Jagadeesh.
Yeah, thank you, Srikanth.
Have a nice day.
Yeah, thank you, Srikanth.